A very pleasant good day, my beloved brothers and sisters in Christ and outside the body of Christ. Well, once again, this is your Christian brother, Eric Braxton, speaking to you all from his beloved country, Trinidad and Tobago, the land of my nativity, the land of my birth, Trinidad and Tobago, this wonderful island country that is in the blue Caribbean Sea. In the month of June 2020, God riches blessing and grace and salvation and love and his concern for mankind, the human family, who he make and own. Brothers and sisters, I was watching a video reaching out with my Christian right hand of fellowship to all my atheist brothers and sisters all over the world, teaching them that God exists, the creation exists, God is real, and God created everything for His divine purpose. Brothers and sisters in Christ, read the third chapter of Ecclesiastes. To everything there's a time, a purpose, and a season under the heavens. Brothers and sisters. So, brothers and sisters, I was watching my dear atheist brother, Seth Andrews, and he was talking to three other persons on the shows. And Seth Andrews said, there's no evidence in the universe, or there's no evidence anywhere to prove that God exists. I want to remind you once again, Seth Andrew, your little Christian brother, or big Christian brother, Eric Braxton from Trinidad and Tobago, from the West Indies, the Caribbean island, Trinidad and Tobago, are telling you and all those who are supporting you in that wrong belief that there is no God. I am saying to you, with all what you are saying, my dear friend, you, Seth Andrew, haven't proved what you haven't come about. You haven't produced 1 inch of evidence to prove that God does not exist. But the Bible have all the evidence to prove that God exists and His creation exists, and everything that He created for a purpose. So, my dear friend, in this short video, Seth Andrew, you have it wrong, and your atheist experience is wrong, and there's nothing like positive atheism. Everything about atheism is negative, a whole 100% negative, because Psalms 14 said, a fool in his heart say there is no God, and God exists, and the creation of God exists. With all the intelligent design in everything in the universe, it proved that God exists, and He's the intelligence behind it. He created the universe, and everything was created for a purpose. It will remain that way, Seth Andrew, and none of you and your cohorts, all your friends and colleagues in the atheist experience will not change that. This is my message to you and all your supporters in the atheist community. Seth Andrew, you have it wrong. Seth Andrew, you have it wrong. God exists, and everything that in the universe is intelligently designed and brought about by God. So once again, Seth Andrew, when you said there's no evidence that there's no God, or there's no evidence anywhere that there's no God exists, you have it wrong. The evidence is the creation is the evidence that God exists. Just as the car is the evidence there's a car maker, the phone is the evidence there's a phone maker, the watch is the evidence there's a watchmaker, and the computer is the evidence there's a computer maker, because the computer did not design itself, and we know that the computer is intelligently designed. Well, when you look at the moon, that is greater than the computer, that is intelligently designed. But we know man didn't make the moon, so we know there's someone higher than man that created the moon, and that one is God. My dear friend. So you see, from that example, all of you all have it wrong. Down here, who's denying the one up there? The big man himself, God the Father, Jesus Christ. You all will not change that. You, Mr. Seth Andrew, all the programs and all your videos that you are putting out and all the debates that you are having from time to time will not change that fact, that reality. It will remain so, my dear friend. Not even I can change it, much less for you. And all the men who have come in the world and have died and have gone, they cannot change it. And all the human beings that is born in the world right now and will born tomorrow and the other day coming into the world, the future generation, as we say, they will not even change that also. So the end of the day, the whole of mankind, all the human beings that will ever born and come in this world will not change it. Will not change it. It will remain that way. And I, Eric Braxton, are teaching you that, Seth Andrew, whether you accept it or not. And this not only apply to you, this apply to all the atheists, all over the world who believe in atheism, the negative experience. That negative experience, I want to remind all of each and every one of you, will not save you all. It will not redeem you all. It will not deliver you all. Because it is a false experience. Because you all are denying God and God exists. Once again, none of you all atheists haven't produced 1 inch of evidence to prove that God doesn't exist. But on the other hand, we the Christians, or the Christians, Christianity and the Bible, the words of God, because Christ is the founder of Christianity, the true Christians, or those who truly believe in God in the Bible, we have the evidence that God exists. We have the best of the best. Oh yes, we have the best of the best evidence. And the best of the best evidence that no one can beat is the holy words of God, the Bible, which come from God, and God creation, which is the world, the universe, the moon, the stars, the angels, and we. That's the evidence. That is the best of the best. Nobody can beat that. And no one cannot destroy that. So we Christians have in our hearts, in our mind, in our soul, the best of the best evidence. The Holy Scriptures, the words of God, showing you God create everything, plus God himself and his creation. Oh yes, it will remain that way. No one will not change it. No prime minister, no president, no king, no prince, and plus no emperor, no poor man, no rich man, no gangster. No one will change it. It will remain that way forevermore. The creation will remain. The moon, the stars, no one cannot change it. God created in this song that Eric Braxton is singing, the one and all. And God himself, who exists before his creation, the eternal God, who bring the creation into existence in the book of Genesis, and God created the moon, the stars, and everything, it will remain that way. No one will change it. It will remain that way. So all the talk that is talking, that you all are talking on the atheist show, all the big talk and all the high talk and all the low talk saying there's no God, you all will not change God. His creation is still there. God is still on the throne. He's the ruler of the universe, and you all will not change that. You all will live and die and gone, but God is still on the throne. More human beings are coming in the world. Oh yes. Many will believe in God. Many will not believe in God. And God is still there, and the universe is still there. And you see, no human being will not change that. And whilst we are talking and saying there's no God, the sun is rising in the east and setting in the west. Oh, the rain are falling. Now it's full moon, the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and the whole moon is light up. That is design. And the moon will waxing up the moon will set in the west. And when the moon come up again, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, till the whole moon is light up. It go back to its cycle again, designed by God. Oh, none of us will not change that. It will remain that way because God have designed it that way. Can we see that that is intelligent, designed by God? So with all the denying that you all are denying and saying God doesn't exist, you all are only fooling all yourself. That is the evidence to prove that God exists. And it is right in front of everybody face to see it. But so we so denying it. You know why? Because we want to see God himself. We want each and every one of us, well not me. Once I'm thinking that way, but I'm not thinking that way. I don't want God to jump out the sky and appear to me personally to say he exists. Because I know God is an invisible God. I don't want God to do that. But a lot of you all doesn't want to believe in God. And do accept God exists. You all want saying All of you all atheists. Well, if God exists, I want it to appear, jump out the sky, or get up on me throat and appear to me personally, where I could have a one-on-one talk with him, and then I will accept that he exists. Well, you all, that's just a dream in all your mind, and God will never fulfill that to you all. If you all do accept what his words say, you all want God to jump out the sky and appear to you all personally and talk to you, well, that will not happen. All you will live. And when the appropriate time comes and Jesus Christ return back to the earth, then everybody will come before him. And that is every time everybody will see him personally, not before. And it will remain that way. And none of us down here will not change that. This is my message to one and all, to all and sundry, and to you all, especially my atheist brothers and sisters, and to you, Seth Andrews. So it's wake up time for you all. Whether you all reject this message, it remain that way. None of you all will not change that. Because all the talk that you all are talking, the sun that God designed is rising in the east and setting in the west. And with all the big talk, low talk, high talk and low talk, we cannot change around that divine law. No one cannot make the sun rise in the east, no rise in the west and set in the south. Can any one of you all change it? You all cannot change that. Because when you all did not born in the world, it was rising in the sun and setting in the sun, in the rising east and setting in the west. And Seth Andrews, whether you die today or tomorrow, let me remind you that the sun will, if you die today or tomorrow, the sun will continue rising in the east and setting in the west. It was designed that way by God before you. And when you die, it will remain that way, Andrew, Seth Andrews, and you will not change that. And I, Eric Braxton, your little Christian boy, your little Christian brother, will not change that neither. Why am I saying all these things in this video? Have you all understand the message? Have you all comprehend what I'm teaching you all? I'm simply saying that God is bigger than his creation. And he is in charge. So let us wake up to that reality and open our eyes to that truth. And this holy book, the Bible, will bring us to that realization. So at the end of the day, you all need to renounce atheism, that negative experience, in the shortest possible time, and run to the words of God, the Bible, and begin reading the Bible and accepting what God say. And that text, Psalms 14, a fool in his heart say there's no God, will no longer be hanging over all your head, or you will free all yourself from that. But if you all deny what I'm saying and continue saying there's no God, well, Psalms 14 is hanging over all your head, with all the big talk, the high talk, the low talk, and the square talk that you all are having, saying that God doesn't exist. And you, Mr. Seth Andrews, saying there's no evidence to prove that there is no God. Well, as I said, all the Christians, the true Christians, we have the best of the best evidence. By ending this video, we have the best of the best. We have the best evidence that God exists, which is his words, the Holy Bible from Genesis to Revelation, the moon, the stars, the planet, the creation that he created, and God himself. That is the best of the best. That no one can beat that. No one cannot beat that. It will remain that way, and no one will change that. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, amen and amen. Shalom, peace. See you all in the next video soon. Bye-bye, my friends.